Hi students, welcome to today's online class. Today we are going to learn about e-learning. E-learning is a method of learning using electronic devices or any technology. E-learning is a electronic learning. E stands for electronic. E-learning is electronic learning with the use of electronic devices or technology. It includes learning by the means of computer, laptop, mobile phones. These are electronic devices. So that's why we call e-learning is the learning of learning using the electronic devices or technology. Okay, if we see types of e-learning, depending on how the content is taught, e-learning is classified into three types. One is asynchronous learning, second is synchronized learning, and third is blended learning. Asynchronized means not at the same time. Synchronized means at the same time. Blended means features of both synchronized and asynchronized are part of blended e-learning method. If we talk about asynchronized learning means not at the same time. The instructor means I am the instructor for you and you are the students, you are the learners, right? So we are not interacted at the same time in asynchronous learning. There are three ways in asynchronous learning, that are embedded learning, courses, and discussion group. Here in embedded learning, the content which is delivered from the instructor will be sent to the learner's address, or it can be sent via email. So this is what embedded learning. If we talk about courses, in courses the student may learn at any time. They are having pace of learning at any time. It's not scheduled, right? The best example for this is this asynchronous learning is YouTube forwarding YouTube link, or sending mail with the content, or you can say using WhatsApp also we are having a PDF, right? Sending PDFs also. Sending PDFs using WhatsApp or many other applications you can say. So here they can watch the YouTube video at any time, right? So you are not watching regularly today's today itself. You may watch tomorrow, you may watch day after tomorrow, at any time you can watch. And in embedded learning, forwarded, sending email. Email means for the lifetime you can view that content. It will be presented in your mail ID. And discussion groups, like our WhatsApp group. So not only WhatsApp, many applications will be there and many technologies which can have groups to discuss among themselves. In this, the students later on, the students can join in the groups and they can discuss about the topic which is taught by the instructor. This is about what? Asynchronous e-learning. If we talk about synchronized e-learning, synchronized means here asynchronous means not at the same time. Who? Instructor and learner. Instructor and learner not at the same time involved. Not at the same time involved. Whereas in synchronized e-learning, instructor and learner involved at the same time. Involved at the same time. So this is the difference between asynchronous and synchronous. In a synchronized e-learning, the method followed is a virtual classrooms. Virtual classroom means virtual means not real. So this is arranged classrooms. So like for example, you can take for in a virtual classrooms Zoom app. Okay. Many applications are there which provides a virtual classrooms. This is the environment. In this direct interaction is there between instructor and learner. If we talk about blended method involves both asynchronous learning and synchronized learning. Asynchronized and synchronized learning. So it involves both the features of synchronized and asynchronous. Now, if we talk about the advantages of e-learning, see here these are the advantages of e-learning. What are the? Flexible, at any time access to the resources, immediate result of feedback, more retention, cost effective, greener approach, fast learning, easy collaboration, easy updating. So these are the advantages of e-learning. What is flexible? Flexible means a learner can watch the content at any time later, depending on his convenient time, depending on his interest. He can watch that. That flexibility is there for student in a e-learning. Anytime access to the resources. So using the technology, using desktop or laptop or a smartphone, you will have all the things available ready-madely, right? If you want to have a picture of some topic, if you want to some images, you can take from the gallery, you can download it from the internet, you can save it from the gallery and you can use it. That is what anytime access to the resources. Immediate result of feedback. Unlike regular classrooms where the exams are conducted and all the papers are corrected by the faculty, so it takes a lot of time. The students has to wait. The students has to wait for the result. So in e-learning, it won't be like that. So immediate result using quiz. Exams will be conducted using what? Quiz. So directly result will be appeared for the learners. If you talk about more retention, using all the resources available in the internet, they can use directly. So using available resources at a immediately, using available resources immediately, more retention will be there in the e-learning. Cost effective. If it is a regular class, the student has to travel to the institution, right? So it means what? He need to spend traveling expenses. It is cost burden for poor people, right? So it is cost effective. So just here we can reduce the cost. Next is what? Greener approach. In a regular class environment, you are using notes and you are using pencils. Everything will be made up of trees, right? Notes papers are made by cutting trees, chopping the trees and the made. So, and also while traveling, the student has to use bikes or any vehicles or through any transport facility that leads to what? Pollution. So, what here we are doing? Avoid pollution. Okay, by stopping the chopping of trees to make the hoods, wooden boards and chalk pencils, everything. We are avoiding the pollution that leads to greener approach. Fast learning. Here, every student has his own mentality, right? So, one IQ is different from one to another. Some may have speed IQ, some may have low IQ. So, fast learning depends on the intellectuality. Whereas in classroom, faculty will teach to all of them in the same way. So, they cannot repeat it again and again. Once or twice they can repeat. But whereas in e-learning, he can view the content many times until he understands everything about that topic. Now, easy collaboration. Collaboration means what? Combining. So, the students in the class may offer different mentalities. One may disturb others while they are learning something, while they are discussing about some topic. Here in the easy collaboration, what is happening? The interested candidates can form a group. Okay, they can chat, they can have discussion about the topic using the messagings or call conference or video conference. So that all will be done in a easy collaboration. Easy updation. What is what? Easy updating. So every time in regular class, if the sir is giving notes, that notes will be updated every time. It is difficult to update the notes. Whereas in e-learning, the notes will be updated automatically using the technologies. These all are about advantages of e-learning. If we see some disadvantages of e-learning, every technology, everything which is having some advantages, so it should be having some disadvantages. Let us look disadvantages of e-learning. So, first is what? No control. No control means what here? The teacher is not having control. Here, the teacher or instructor is not having control. No control over students. They control themselves. Who? Students. Students, they control themselves because the teacher cannot control. It is not in regular class, right? So, learning approach. Learning approach is here in a regular class, live interaction is a different. They may have some fun with the friends. Okay. Sometimes if they get bored, they may take some relief. They can talk with the friends to change their mood. Whereas in the e-learning, it won't be there. It is a single one-way learning. There are no other friends who can change the mood. So it depends on solely the one's interest only. Next, if we talk about technology dependent, we are using desktop, laptops and smartphones, right? These all are technology dependent. If any device is a fault, that has to be rectified. Until it is rectified, the classes are not going to be done. Okay, this is a problem with this technology dependent. If the device is not working properly, so the classes cannot be run, right? So it is they cannot learn the classes. Next, now practical work. In regular classes, after explaining some topic, the teacher can give some practical work. If you take a computer subject, after explaining some programs, if they do some practical work in the lab, then only they will get complete knowledge. Whereas in e-learning, it won't be get. In e-learning, we will explain the practical work, but they cannot do themselves, right? The experience of practical work cannot be there in e-learning. If you talk about useless for disabled, disabled means what? Disabled means persons who are not having complete organs, right? Disabled person means he may blind, he may deaf, he may dumb. So for that purpose, for the special people, e-learning is not suitable. Why? Because blind people can learn using Braille language. Braille language means blind people just touch that dots which are appearing on the paper. By touching the dots, they can understand the language. Whereas in e-learning, they cannot touch anything, right? So that is not applicable for disabled people. Okay, disabled means what? Who? Deaf, dumb, and blind people. Next, resource incompatibility. The same content which is forwarded by the instructor or a teacher or a faculty member can be sent same to all the students, all the learners. But depending on the devices which they are using, some may support that content, some may not support that content. Suppose if I forwarded some video, okay, that video can be supported or cannot be supported in your device. So that is a compatibility, that is incompatibility problem is there. Incompatibility means what? The file or a resource cannot be worked on all the systems or all the devices. If it is suited for the compatibility, then only it played or it works. So that is a resource incompatibility is there in e-learning. This is about what? Disadvantages of e-learning. Okay. In the next class we will see e-shopping. Thank you.